The Roman Empire was once the mightiest force the world had ever seen, known for its grandeur, power, and influence. But behind the facade of greatness, Rome also had a dark side, especially when it came to some of its emperors. These were men who ruled with cruelty, madness, and absolute power. Today, we're diving into the lives of 5 of Rome's most notorious emperors. 1. Nero, the Mad Emperor. Nero Claudius Caesar is one of the most infamous emperors in Roman history. His reign began with great promise, but it quickly descended into chaos. In 64 AD, a devastating fire consumed much of the city of Rome. While the city burned, Nero is said to have played his lyre, relishing the destruction. When public outrage grew, he blamed the Christians, launching brutal persecutions that marked one of the darkest periods in Rome's history. Nero wasn't just ruthless to his people, he also turned on his own family. He ordered the execution of his mother, Agrippina, and forced his wife to commit suicide. His reign was defined by paranoia, cruelty, and a growing sense of megalomania. Ultimately, Nero was overthrown and took his own life in 68 AD, marking the end of his disastrous rule. 2. Caligula, the emperor who thought he was a god. Caligula began his rule as a promising leader, loved by the Roman people. But not long into his reign, he became notorious for his erratic behavior and dangerous whims. He declared himself a living god and demanded to be worshipped, a move that shocked the empire. His bizarre behavior didn't stop there. Caligula is famously known for appointing his horse, Incestuous, as a senator and forcing his people to honor him as a deity. His cruelty extended to Rome's elite, executing senators and nobles with no justification. His violent and unstable reign came to an end in 41 AD when he was assassinated by his own guards. 3. Commodus, the emperor who thought he was Hercules. Commodus, the son of the great emperor Marcus Aurelius, inherited the throne but soon showed that he was not his father's equal. Commodus believed he was the reincarnation of Hercules, often dressing as the mythical hero and engaging in gladiatorial combat in the Colosseum. His obsession with violence wasn't limited to the arena. He murdered anyone who threatened his delusions of grandeur, including senators and those closest to him. His bizarre behavior and cruelty led to growing unrest in Rome. Commodus was eventually strangled to death by his wrestling partner in 192 AD, a fittingly dramatic end to a chaotic reign. 4. Domitian, the tyrant consumed by paranoia. Domitian, the last emperor of the Flavian dynasty, started as a ruler who brought stability to the empire. However, his growing paranoia soon turned him into a ruthless tyrant. He saw enemies everywhere and launched purges to eliminate those he suspected of betrayal, including members of his own family. Domitian declared himself Lord and God, demanding absolute loyalty from the Roman people. His growing arrogance and fear of conspiracy led to brutal executions and terror. His own paranoia led to his downfall when he was assassinated in a palace plot in 96 AD. 5. Elagabalus, the emperor who shocked Rome. Elagabalus became emperor at just 14 years old, but he soon became known for his extreme behavior and scandalous lifestyle. He brought a foreign religious cult to Rome, worshipping the Syrian sun god, Sol Invictus, and performing rituals that shocked the Roman people. Elagabalus's personal life caused even more outrage. He openly defied Roman norms, flaunting relationships with men and even marrying a Vestal virgin, an act considered sacrilegious. His rule lasted only 4 years before he was assassinated in 222 AD, but his reign left a lasting impression of excess and debauchery. These 5 emperors ruled during some of Rome's darkest days, where unchecked power, madness, and cruelty led to turmoil. They serve as a reminder of how absolute power can corrupt even the mightiest of empires. Thank you for watching. If you found this video interesting, Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more fascinating historical content. Leave a comment below and tell us which emperor you think was the most notorious, and who you'd like to hear about next.